Live from backstage at Hangout Fest, Hangout Radio is on the air. Presented by Alexander Shannara and Associates, the attorneys of tomorrow, here for you today. Cyclops Vapor, legendary e-liquid, Jenny King of the Gulf Coast, Gulf Quest National Maritime Museum, and brought to you in part by
absolutely crazy with the weather and everything. And with us on board is Roots of a Revolution. You guys out of Nashville, Tennessee. Did I say it right? Okay. You looked at me like I messed it up, so I want to make sure.
It happens all the time.
What did I say?
Roots of a Rebellion.
That's what I meant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
That's not what I said, is it?
No, it's all good. It happens all the time.
See what kind of day we've had?
Crazy.
We have Austin, Marco, Dan, Troy, Jeremic, Adam, and Justin. I got those right.
Yeah.
Guys out of Nashville, and played earlier today at the BMI stage down on the beach. How was that, you guys?
Awesome.
Yeah?
The sun came out, finally, and it was completely irie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you guys play a lot of festivals, or is this new for you? Or
We've been picking up steam on the festival circuit, which is a huge blessing for a band like us.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Well, we've got our buddy Stryker here from Knoxville, who I'm sure you're familiar with, and we'll be talking with. He'll be talking with you in a second. But first, do you mind if we hear a tune?
We'd love to. This is one up off our new album coming out July 8th. This one's called Peace and Love. If only peace and love paid the bills, this heart of mine would be wholly filled, working each and every day, with each gift that is given to me. And we all must do things we don't like to do, and growing older sure can kill our youth. But if innocence is truly bliss, maybe honest hard work could cure this ignorance of peace and love. Won't you please go on and find you some of the abundant peace and love? May it be just enough. Look inside and break free. Only you can make you happy. Radiating positivity, that's all I need. And this verse from a band by the name of Dan Twyford of Floralorix. My job is to help out brother man, wake each day new just to do it again and again. My satisfaction is guaranteed. Ooh. All these things I would do for free. Hey, I'm filled with joy and pride for this news to announce that for each life on earth there's enough to go around. Enough land to live, enough food for each mouth. Is it today? Is it today we spread it out? Some peace and love. Won't you please go on and find you some of the abundant peace and love? May it be just enough. The mama says to her baby boy, son, the time's come for you to give up your toys. But baby boy, who's now a man, replies, this ain't no toy, mama, this is my instrument of peace and love. Won't you please go on and find you some of the abundant peace and love? May it be just enough. Oh God, if only peace and love paid the bills. All this time I would not kill. I'd be working each and every moment, blessing this earth, 'cause we don't own it.
Wow. Roots
Yeah.
of a Rebellion.
Yeah.
Live on Hangout Radio 2016. Go ahead, Striker. What you got?
Hey, man. Glad to be. First of all, I'm very honored to be asked to interview you guys here today on Hangout Radio, powered by 92 Zoo. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and it's good to see you guys again, man. I saw you last time. I think when you opened for a little bit smaller festival in Knoxville, Lollapalooza, and now you're opening Hangout, and then not too long from now, you're going to be opening Bonnaroo. So, kudos on all those opening slots. I mean, it's kind of the go-to thing now. It's kind of becoming chic for, a good festival to open with a great reggae band like Roots of a Rebellion. So, first of all, I'm just glad to be here. The new album, A Brother's Instinct, coming out on July 8th on iTunes. Big release party in Nashville the next day, July 9th, at the Exit Inn. And then the album will be readily available for purchase everywhere. And I am excited. I love the little taste that you gave us right there of the new single, Peace and Love. And I can't wait to hear the rest of it. I've heard a little bit, membership has its privileges, right? But congratulations on coming out with another great new album. And it's been, much anticipated by a lot of your loyal fans. And one thing I love so much about your music is that it's, there's a lot of great artists here at Hangout Festival, obviously, and not to demean any of them, but I love the message that you guys have in your music. It's not just, clever lyrics and a great hook, but lyrically it's a call to action for positive change. And that's something I think we need more of in music today, all across genres, culturally, spiritually. The words aren't hollow. The band backs the call to action with action, but we'll get to that in a second. I want to ask you guys, what was the inspiration, for this new album, lyrically and musically, in a world filled with hate and anger and vitriol? Where do you turn these negative things into a positive to come up with such a great new album?
Each other, really, I think, is the biggest blessing that we have. Is when one of us is down, we have 6 or 7 plus all our friends and family to bring us up when we're down. And it really is just about the vibe, and that message is important to every single member. And
right,
every one of us, falls, and thank God we got each other to pick each other up.
Yeah. And in regards to the album, you said A Brother's Instinct. The way it kind of came about is instinct. The definition is a natural or intuitive way of thinking. And the songs on this album in particular are kind of like, some are more individuals in the bands, like natural way of writing a song or writing music. A couple are more of like a full band effort. But the Brothers' Instinct is kind of like collectively our natural or intuitive way of, writing music and coming up with material. And so that's the idea behind the new record you mentioned that we're super stoked about.
Yeah, and a lot of people are. And I'm just kind of curious. I mean, I know you guys have been really busy. I mean, no doubt. You've been, just look at your website and look at the tour dates and everything. When do you, are you kind of the kind of guys that write on the road, or do you kind of sequester yourself somewhere and then just, put it together and rock it out from there? How did this album come together?
Man, it's a little bit of both. Collectively as a band writing songs, but some of the stuff was just individual songs that, Marco came to the band, a song like No Control, the opening track of the CD.
Right.
He was just like, hey guys, I got this song. We kind of did a little demo of it, and then he was like, what do you guys think? Like, add your flavor, add what you guys want. And A combination of that along with the song called Rebel Lion, which is also on the album, which it's 3 different verses on it that everybody, kind of wrote together. And it kind of features both sides of the writing aspect that you mentioned. So
Because it is very personal, and then it's very collective at the same time when we try and tread those waters calmly.
yeah, we're all totally different, man. We're like 6 totally weird, separate individuals that, and then we got our buddy Dan, too, that just gets thrown in the mix. And there's no
Gotta have
telling.
that one guy.
Yeah, there's no telling what's going to come on the next album because,
Just wild and young musicians here.
There you go. Well, but what's cool about it is it's not just the great music, it's the message behind it. And like I said, you partner that with activism. I mean, it's a call to action for change on all levels, personal and cultural. But then you get out there in the community and you work with various community and charitable organizations in the Nashville area where you guys are based. And, you encourage your fans, the Roots crew, to come out and volunteer as well. And I think that is absolutely amazing. I mean, you guys, I think recently you were doing a food pantry thing. I mean, tell us a little bit about how that came together and how that, adds momentum, to the whole thing.
We've been given a lot. One of our old songs is called The Giving Tree, and that's just about the family and friends support system that we've had since
Right.
our start. And we feel like we have to give back. The message of reggae music is about giving everything you can to this world while we are here. And reggae music, and especially roots reggae music, is what inspires a lot of us and what we listen to half the time, if not 90% of the time, along with our other influences as well. But Second Harvest Food Bank in Middle Tennessee is a great organization to work with, and a lot of our Jammin' on Elliston Island reggae-themed shows we've been throwing at the Exit Inn in Nashville. We've been doing this $10 or 10 cans of food gets you in the door.
Awesome.
And it brings more people out, and it's a good cause, and it's we got to give back,
As well you should, and a lot of people don't, and that's why I think it's such a beautiful thing. I mean, the music is amazing, the message is beautiful, and the music world needs, more of it. It's a better place with Roots of a Rebellion in it. And for my money, there's no better way to start off a festival than kicking it off with Roots of a Rebellion. So thank you guys so much for, giving me an opportunity to come in here and sit with you guys. And great show this afternoon, even though it was a little bit late. But, you can't help the weather, but, wow.
Sun came out, and
That's right.
we're just super blessed
Just
to be
in
here
on the
and
beach,
doing
right?
our thing. And thank you for having us, Kevin
Give
and
thanks
Gene.
for you guys.
Oh, our
Definitely.
pleasure, man. Well, I got a couple questions for you. First off, how'd you guys find each other?
We met at Belmont University.
Uh-huh.
Half of us are music business majors. Half of us are music majors.
Really?
It's kind of a good balance.
All right, who's the music business majors? Uh-huh.
Totally judging.
No! Actually, I think everyone that goes to music business should have a music business education because there's so much about it that, artists go into and they don't know what they're getting into, and publishing and all that stuff. And by you guys knowing that ahead of time, it's like you're ahead of the curve, so that's really cool.
Yeah, they'll get the education one way or another.
The hard way or the easy way.
Exactly.
Now, you mentioned that, obviously reggae being a big influence, obviously, because you're a reggae band, a roots reggae band. You guys excited about the Wailers playing this weekend?
Definitely.
Have you ever seen them?
We have.
We've
Yeah,
actually-
we got to play with them in Nashville a couple years ago,
times.
and definitely a highlight.
Oh, that's cool. Now, what are some of your other influences
Oh, man.
outside of reggae? Because you mentioned
Well,
that
there's traditional Jamaican roots reggae, and then there's also modern American roots reggae.
Right.
That inspires a lot of us.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
then-
You could throw back, from Josh Aka to Gregory Isaacs to, some of the Whaler stuff to, the modern day Giant Panda Gorilla Dub Squad, John Brown's Body, some bands like that lean the forefront. Expanders,
Thunder Body.
yeah, Heavy Roots. But other stuff like Stax, Funk.
Yeah,
James
Stax
Brown.
Records. Motown is kind of where some of us come from. Listening to some old R&B and funk tunes, which is what is interesting. It's kind of what the people that we were listening to with roots reggae. It's kind of what they were listening to as well. Not saying that they look towards America for anything, but I'm saying that it was at that time period when everyone was listening to each other.
Right. And I think that, is missing a little bit today.
Yep.
And that's cool that
But
you guys are
see
trying
it.
to put
Alabama
that vibe out
Shakes
there.
playing later tonight.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Alabama Shakes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, boy.
Bless you, Brittany.
Yeah, tell me about it. You guys, thank you so much. Roots of a Rebellion. I will never say the name wrong again.
No worries.
Not the first
Thank you so
time.
much for having us. Hang out.
Hangout Radio on the air, powered by 92 Zoo. Stryker, thank you so much for sitting
My
in and
pleasure.
helping
Thanks
us,
for
man.
having
You
me,
guys,
man.
good luck on the new album and have fun out there. Enjoy the weekend.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
You're listening to
thanks and
live
praise.
Summer
coverage.
2016.
What's that? Oh, you're listening to live coverage backstage at Hangout. Hangout Radio, powered by 92.